next thing that we're going to be focusing on is improving your skills. If you feel like you're stuck in this industry because your skills are not improving, you for the life of you cannot seem to make a fan, your retention is so bad and you don't understand why your clients are complaining about bad retention, you can't seem to grow your clientele, then maybe it's time to invest in a good trainer that's going to help you achieve those things. Honestly, there's a difference between learning off of YouTube. These videos are meant to help you see things outside of the box and learn a few things here and there that you probably won't ever get the chance to learn in in-person training. There's a fine line between what you can learn for free on YouTube University compared to what an in-person trainer is going to teach you. And these are things that I have experienced myself as a trainer, training beginner lash artists or even other artists in person, is that when you're so used to taking free information and learning from YouTube, it's one thing seeing somebody do something on a video and then you try to recreate what they do and then you wonder,
I don't understand. I did what she told me, but it doesn't look like that. I can't make the fan. I can't make the perfect placement. I don't understand.
Again, it's completely different watching videos and then you trying to do it and then sitting there wondering why you can't seem to get it right. And in-person training, the trainer can see physically what it is that you're doing wrong. Maybe it's your hand placement. Maybe you just need to tilt your wrist. Maybe you're not using enough glue. Maybe you're using too much glue. Maybe if you pinch a little bit harder, or maybe if you soften your hands, maybe you don't have enough grip to be able to pull those lashes off the strip. It's the little in-between details that matter, and those are probably things that you are missing, that you think that you won't benefit from an in-person training, when in reality, that is what is so important about an in-person training. These are things that I have learned from my own students, and even in their brain, like something clicks. They're just like, wow, you mean to tell me that I've been doing it wrong this entire time? And I thought in my mind I was doing it right because I was watching your videos, but it turns out I was completely doing the opposite. And me being there physically, I can see all of that. So if you are somebody that has not ever taken an in-person training or refuses to pay for another in-person training, then maybe that is the reason why you are stuck. And I'm sorry I'm saying this, but it's all coming from a place of love. And I understand, I get hundreds and hundreds of messages saying that they spend X amount of money and their trainer, they didn't even teach them half of the stuff. But you really have to think about that when you take your first training as a beginner, there is no amount of time that trainer can physically explain to you every little thing you need to know as a beginner lash artist, because it's so much involved with it. And these are most of the things that you'll learn when you get hands-on, when you start to struggle with the retention and you start to struggle with the placement, and you're sitting there wondering what the heck's going on. Those are things that you learn as you go, okay? But doesn't mean that an in-person training is not valuable, because it really is. These are things that you can learn and improve and grow. And maybe you want to learn how to do the angel eyes. Maybe you want to learn how to do wispy wet sets. Maybe you want to learn how to do the soft glow lashes, which are super trendy right now. Those are things that you probably will not learn how to do in the video, because it's the little intricate details that makes that set so unique, and you probably, again, will not learn from a video. So I'm telling you guys from experience, invest in yourself, rather it be in better quality products or in your education and your knowledge. These are very, very crucial when it comes to staying motivated as a lash artist, because it's one thing for you to try to do everything on your own and then you're sitting there struggling, and then you're wondering why you're not getting ahead. But it's all about the little details. The more you invest in your education, the more your skills will improve. And when your skills improve, you end up building this confidence that you are getting better. It's one thing to be stuck the same position you are right now to a year later, or maybe you're 2 years in and you still have not been able to build up a clientele and you don't have good retention. Then yeah, maybe it's time you do invest. Maybe it's time you look into an actual training and really push yourself to become better, because there's only two roads in this. Rather you find the motivation or the inspiration to get ahead and do what it takes to become better, or you just give up. And I know if you're watching this video, you are most likely at the point where you're like, I need something because I am losing my mind. And I'm here to tell you, as long as you keep going, you keep practicing every single day, it does get easier. But there's only so much that you can do or teach yourself. So if you haven't taken that jump, I recommend for you to invest in the training, okay? Even then, if you can't invest in an in-person training, I do offer online courses that goes more into detail than what my YouTube videos can ever do. So I recommend for you guys to sign up to Yoyis Plus. You guys know where to look.